In typical fashion, I am breaking the rules and wearing white the day after Labor Day. But we're making baskets today, and I wanted to tell you guys a little bit more about what I do and how I make these things. I use polypropylene utility cord because it's super durable, it comes in an okay variety of colors, and it's the perfect size to fit under my sewing machine foot. Usually when I start with a basket, the rope wants to fray, so I'll melt the polypropylene fiber and burn the end of the rope so that it gives me a starting point. Please do not tell me about the forever chemicals I'm inhaling. I do not want to know. The main technique I use here is called rope coiling, and it's when you attach two pieces of rope together with a zigzag stitch from a sewing machine. You can do this other ways with crochet and other basket making methods, but this is the method I use. I like this method because there are a lot of constraints with the material. It's very hard to innovate the types of shapes that you can create, and I have to really push the medium and really think outside the box to create wild shapes and more fun baskets. I'm working on a basket order right now that requires me to do a lot of production, which means repetitive tasks and trying to cut time any way I can, even tenths of a second, just like a NASCAR driver. So I sort of treat changing my bobbin like a pit stop, and I will wind thread onto the bobbin while I'm working on my production sewing so that when one runs out, I can immediately change it and change the bobbin as fast as possible so I don't lose a lot of time. I probably have to do this 5 or 6 times for a large sized basket. But today we are making the orange medium-sized Wild Wings basket. And I measure the base of the basket to make sure it's the right width, and then I can start building the basket body. So I flip the basket up and I just start sewing it in a circle and start building that basket. Now the Wild Wing basket has these funny little wings that stick off the side in light blue. And in order to make that happen, I need to put some little holes in the basket. And I use a tacking technique. Some may call it a satin stitch. But this just secures the opening and makes sure the thread doesn't unravel and that the rope can sit securely in there. And because I'm doing production sewing, I'm trying to cut corners where I can, and so I actually string my bar tacks together and trim it later. It's kind of fussy, but it does really save time. Next, it's time to cut the rope for our Wild Wings pieces and sew them up. And once I got them sewed, now it's time to push the little wingies through. It's a bit of